The Indiana Fever faced off against the Chicago Sky in a blowout victory.
On the Chicago Sky.
They're not going to be pushed around anymore. Even in the midst of all the talk yesterday, you have a Sophie Cunningham, you have a Natasha Howard, and you have a DeWanna Bonner. There's a level of credibility. There's a level of...
In the post-game interview, she made it a point to say, this is not please don't blow this out of...
Really funked herself with Charlotte Webb after she shared a post last night of pretty much somebody congratulating her and going in on the Chicago Sky.
The Indiana Fever faced off against the Chicago Sky in a blowout victory and going in on the Chicago Sky. They're not going to be pushed around anymore. Even in the midst of all the talk yesterday, you have a Sophie Cunningham, you have a Natasha Howard, and you have a Dana Bonner. There's a level of credibility. There's a level of toughness. Caitlin Clark in the post-game interview, she made it a point to say, this is not please don't blow this out of proportion. The entire WNBA felt like it hit pause this weekend. The Indiana Fever had just locked in a statement win, but then Dana Bonner stepped to the mic figuratively and torched the timeline as she puts Angel Reese and the Chicago Sky in their place. She currently found herself in Charlotte Webb after she shared a post last night of pretty much somebody congratulating her and going in on the Chicago Sky. Right there in the thick of it, Angel Reese catching strays and side eyes, while Caitlin Clark soaked it all in with her signature calm. Bonner wasn't pulling punches. She served the sass, stirred the tea, and then poured it all over the court with the kind of precision that only a vet with receipts can deliver. If you're rocking with the Fever, comment DB and CC down below. Let's go. Angel Reese Part 32. Let's get it. This ain't LeBron. This is Butter Pecan. They want to put her at point for the season. They want her making plays 'cause she a playmaker, said Angel Reese, a buzzer beater. You got to check this out. 3, 2, 1. Who cares? They lost by 35 points. At least she got her 17 rebounds. Hey ma, you got a receipt for this Barbie? I think this one's broken. Send it back. What started as a routine post-game turned into an all-out roast-a-thon. And no, the Fever's win wasn't the climax. It was the trailer, the real feature. Bonner putting Reese in the sky on blast in real time. This wasn't just sports. It was reality TV meets ESPN. And the reruns are going to hit different. They make it a hate thing. They make it a hate translate. No, I'm telling you, if I was the coach or the owner, we forfeiting every game. Either we forfeiting or Angel would not be in attendance. Angel Reese fans is calling race like they're sparking a race war on Twitter right now, and it's starting to get national attention. They're attacking white fans, black fans. From the very first whistle, you could feel the voltage in the building. The air was thick with expectation, and the Fever came out like they were tired of everyone's doubts. Quick, aggressive, and surgical. Good position. Holes deep one left wing. Caitlin Clark is hurt. Natasha Howard able to lay it in the Boston. Her jumper is good. I think we have a group that's much like the Pacers. We've got a lot of great balance. Still on the bounds. 3 seconds to go in the half. Caitlin left wing off balance 3. Got it. Caitlin connects ahead of the halftime buzzer. She is one of one. Every touch of the ball was a statement. And Caitlin Clark. She didn't just run the offense. She composed a symphony, but the biggest twist of the night. Indiana didn't just match the Sky. They dictated everything. And Dana Bonner, she looked like she'd circled this game on her calendar, highlighted it, and scribbled revenge in all caps. Dana Bonner, man, Indiana Fever on became the 3rd all-time WNBA leading scorer in history. Caitlin Clark looks like she's going to be the MVP of the league. Angel Reese made a fool out of herself, and we won by 100 and I won. So, we're back in the good mode, back in the winning. Yesterday was tough for the Celtics, but we're back, baby. And it all starts with who? CC2, Caitlin Clark. Angel Reese came in with her usual attitude. Big talk, big gestures, but this time she ran into a different kind of fire. Not loud, not flashy, just ice-cold execution. Indiana smothered her like a bad rumor. She got her double-double, sure, but it felt like a stat for the box score, not the story. This game belonged to the Fever, and the mood shift was obvious. Bonner and Clark didn't just show up. They owned the place. And every move they made told Angel in the sky, "This isn't your house." Had as much passion for basketball as she did for her hate for Caitlin Clark. And her get up, scream in her face. You know, you should be thanking her 'cause you would have missed another wide-open layup.
They say don't lie.
Oh, she going to cry. 35% from the field.
Trash.
She had 5 turnovers.
Trash.
There are living human beings that breathe, that enjoy this kind of basketball.
To the psych ward you go.
It's like driving by a car wreck. I can't help myself. I can't stop watching. As the game wore on, the attention didn't stick to Reese because she was shining. It stuck to her because she was folding. Her usual confidence cracked. Every clunky drive, every missed opportunity, it all chipped away at the facade. The fans noticed, her team noticed, and you better believe Bonner noticed. And she didn't just feed off it, she made it her fuel. Much like Donnie Carr, Angel relies on the dramatics to generate attention. Because just like Donnie, she can't maintain attention based on skill and the attention-seeking behavior. It started immediately yesterday as Angel and the Chicago Bravado decided that they were going to disrespect the country by refusing to come out for the national anthem. She immediately loses her temper. She could not believe Caitlin Clark stole her moment. Angel Reese gets off the ground very slowly because everyone seems to be moving in slow motion in the WNBA. The Angel fanbase is full of toxicity right now because they is extremely embarrassed that Angel came to Indiana and laid the goose egg. It stopped being a game and turned into a message board. And the highlight, Bonner snatching the ball out from under Reese like she was picking pockets in Times Square. She coasted in for the layup, but didn't crack a smile. No celebration, just a stare straight through Reese like glass. Cold, clinical, legendary. And then came the post-game post, casually flexing her performance while tossing a little digital shade at and crew. The timeline didn't just react, it detonated. Bon who knocks it away. Cookie's TV open right side, and she lays it in. Left picking up the emotional pieces, wasn't even holding the narrative anymore. The spotlight had swiveled away from her stats and locked onto Bonner's message. This wasn't a win. It was a declaration. A veteran just took center stage and claimed her territory in bold ink. One more free throw for Potter. It's in the air, and it's good. DeWanna Potter now third in WNBA history in scoring 7,489 points and counting. And here's the ovation for honor. Reese strutted into the arena like she owned the storyline. But from the opening minutes, it was obvious this was going to be a pressure cooker. Every touch she got came with bodies. Every dribble came with traps. Indiana's crowd, ruthless Bonner. Even worse. There was no daylight, no rhythm, just relentless intensity. Like the Fever had a personal vendetta against her highlight reel. DB is somebody that, Hall of Famer like a legend. Not only a good basketball player, a great person, a great leader. The strongest voice in our locker room is hers. And it's fun to have been around here now for about a month just to get to learn from her and soak it in. And I'm really happy she got to do it at the free throw line and all the fans could go crazy and cheer for her because she certainly deserved that moment, and it was really awesome to see and be a part of. Bonner didn't just play defense. She orchestrated a shutdown. And Clark, she was the steady hand orchestrating plays while the Skies scrambled to figure out what decade they were in. What looked like a game on paper turned into a masterclass in dominance and precision. Angel Reese tried to battle back, grabbing boards, diving for scraps, clawing at momentum like a contestant on a rigged game show, but something was clearly off. The usual confidence in her movements, that loud, proud energy she brings to the floor. It looked deflated. Her steps weren't commanding. They were searching. The Fever's game plan was like a heat-seeking missile. And was the target. And Bonner. Oh, she didn't need to yell. She just moved like a queen in a chess match, locking eyes with Reese after every bucket, every stop, every humiliation. Her message was silent but deafening. You're not ready. So, this is the post. I'm going to have to put allegedly on there because Dana Bonner deleted it. But allegedly, this is the post Dana Bonner put on Eggs and it stated, "Congrats to DeWanna Bonner. Chicago needs to get it together. People's kind of pointing fingers at Dana Barr like, you know what, you shouldn't have shared that. She shouldn't have. She can share what she want to share. Now, I believe she later deleted this post, but man, watch this, bro, watch this. Let's head on over to X-Dog. Then came the viral spark that lit up the internet like a halftime fireworks show gone rogue. Bonner reposted a congrats message. Simple, sweet, until fans noticed the subtext. The very intentional shade hiding in plain sight. It wasn't just celebration. It was a precision strike at the sky and their golden child. In under an hour, the post had dissected threads longer than most college essays. People were zooming in on punctuation, emoji placements, even font choices, trying to decode how much salt was layered into the digital dagger. Angel wasn't just facing defeat. She was drowning in a sea of memes, commentary, and she's not that girl tweets. And Dana Bonner represents the old guard, if you will. Not that she's acted like the old guard or in any of the stereotypical ways that the old guard has been portrayed, but just because she is and has been a fixture of the WNBA to the point where she became the third all-time leading scorer.